There it
You
goes.
did it.
It did it.
All right.
It did the thing. Did you guys see it? I told them that now was the. Let us know if you can hear us. I told them
This
that.
is not the mouse we need.
No, that is not the mouse you need. I told them to go. Wait a minute.
What are you doing?
Oh,
It's all zoomed out. Why is it all zoomed out?
It is all zoomed out.
I'll be back.
You messed up the illusion.
I literally haven't done anything.
The illusion has been tainted.
It's because the webcam needs to look somewhere else.
Oh. The illusion has been skewed.
Yeah, I don't know what in the world happened there. Anyway.
Are we gonna fix it, or?
Yeah, because for some reason, all of a sudden, you look like a friggin' ghost.
Oh, I do look like. Oh, there it goes. Oh, yeah, there. That's better. That looks much better. Now they can't see my tummy kind of sticking out. All right. Nice background. Yay, they hear us. You're also super white. I prefer the term Caucasian, Amber. I am super white. And what's funny is I have been telling him for years that I have like great grandparents who were Shawnee. Ooh. There we go. And he never believed me. He's like, you are so white. I literally glow in the dark in a pitch black room. And I found the picture at my mom's house, and I took a picture of my family and I'll post it in one of the groups eventually. And I said, see, I told you. And he was like, pictures like that creep me out.
Are we glowing a little bit less now? I dropped the brightness for new background setting, and we have a bunch of lights off, so the lighting is different.
Shh, we're at the coffee shop. Shh.
Yeah.
We're at the coffee shop.
But are we any less white now? I've adjusted some settings, and
have we
gone less white?
Are we? No, we are probably the whitest people in the world. So we are in need of some sunshine, and that's what happens when you live in Ohio. You just are pale and pasty, assuming that you are Caucasian. Otherwise, you're probably not as white and pasty.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's because we have the overhead light off. There's no background light. The only light is this one. Do
you want to go turn it on?
Yeah, I do.
All right, go turn it on.
I already have the brightness turned down 10%.
Well, the illusion is already tainted anyway. They see I was going to be like, oh, we're live from the coffee shop. I guess that's not so bad, is it?
Hey, Google, turn the game room light off.
Hey, Google, thank you. That's what I'm here for. You got to say thank you to your devices, because otherwise...
There, much better.
Otherwise, when the robot overlords take over, the devices that are controlling your own homes won't attack you. So
next time we set up, we'll set up a light behind it that shines down, and we won't have that problem.
Okay, thanks, baby.
Sorry, I lost my voice. I have a show to play tonight, and I have to sing.
Yeah,
and I have almost no voice at all, so sorry for the deep manly voice today.
He's going to be performing Footloose tonight.
Yeah,
he's going to sing and dance.
Footloose.
All right, guys, we're like 8 minutes off schedule, but
whatever.
This is our second Friday bean, and it's our first Black Friday bean with our new backdrop. So we're super excited for our little rebrand that we have going on. What's your mug today?
I got my Rick and Morty mug.
And I have my Evolutions mug today. My mug is significantly larger.
YB Normal's Google responded to us.
You got it? That's hilarious. Oh, we should be careful when we tell people. we should start messing with people's like Alexas and stuff. Oh, that's funny. All right, guys. Now that we've made complete fools of ourselves, happy Friday. Welcome to the Friday Bean. Nate is sick. He's been very sick. He had like 104 fever, and he messaged us and needed us to bring him medicine and what?
You got me thinking about wanting to mess with people's Alexas now. So.
No, don't do that. Don't.
Hey, Alexa, play Tight Fittin' Jeans by Conway Twitty.
Let us know if it did it. All right. Anyone having audio problems, let us know if you're having audio problems. I think that our audio's fine on our end, so maybe try refreshing if it sounds kind of funky wonky. Please ask Alexa to do a fart.
We don't have one.
No, we have a Google device.
We do Google everything.
Google everything. All right, guys. Down below, there's going to be a little link for you to download our summer survival guide. Mine's not in color, but you guys can print yours in color if you want to print it in pretty colors.
Yes.
You can print yours in color if you want it in pretty colors. This is down below. It's free. If you're already on my email list, you will not be double subscribed by downloading this thing. So just go down below, enter name and email. You can either follow along with us on one of your devices if you don't want to print it. You can run and print it super duper quick. Or you can just wait and listen to us gab for a while and you can print it afterwards. And I will also be posting a link to this in the Facebook community as well after the live stream, but there will be a replay. So I'm assuming that, you know, most of our views will come from the replay. Let's see. Got it. Thanks.
I love Conway Twitty. And somebody said, you set mine off. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Did it play? Like, did it actually play the song? All right, guys. So today we're going to be talking about what we call the summer stall, which is the time of year when most online retailers, including the big ones, experience a slowdown in sales. So this is a common phenomenon, and it is phenomenon. This is a common phenomenon, and it happens to everyone, even some of the biggest businesses out there. And the reason makes a lot of sense. Less people are sitting in front of their computers shopping. Mobile users will still maintain mobile use, but their activity is going to be a little bit different. They're going to spend more time on social media. Even when people are on vacation, typically they're still hanging out a little bit on social media. So this is kind of a really good time to redirect our focus to social media efforts as opposed to constantly trying to make sales. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. I also have a little bit of information about what the summer stall is in page 2 of the PDF.
You said I look like a teenager today. No, I don't.
He cut his hair.
I did. I was getting on my nerves.
Look how handsome he is with his hair and his beard. Sorry, didn't mean to poke you in the jugular. So let's start with some actionables for you guys. And Mark actually, he didn't know about the topic until today because, like, I mean,
I know about the topic.
Well, yeah. He didn't know what the topic for the bean was going to be today. So he's got some other insights that we didn't put in the PDF. Mm-hmm. Just from his brain. Cool things from Mark's brain. Mark's brain bites. Mark's brain. I can't think of anything else. All right. So let's talk about some of the things that you can do to try to attract shoppers during a time when shoppers are not shopping. So this is all about not panicking, understanding that sales will be slow despite, you know, your best efforts. If Target is struggling to make online sales and if Walmart is struggling to make online sales, then summer is, you know, going to be slow for everybody. We see this summer stall every single year around May to, I would say, September is when things start to pick back up. And if you've been selling online for a while, you've probably experienced the same. They don't know what you're doing, and it probably looks really good.
I don't care.
Do you want to come up here?
My bub boy is asking for love, and he's going to get it.
Well, ask him to come up and join us. That way they can admire the bubbers. All right, so the first thing, this should be kind of a dumb moment, but create your holiday, seasonal, summer products to launch at least 2 months early. And that's like at least 2 months early. If you can get them out sooner, then do that because you want to make sure that your SEO, your keywords, have had time to really be recognized by Etsy so that you can start ranking for those things. Plus, you need optimal time to market those summer-themed products. So 2 months, that is our number.
You ain't going nowhere.
You're staying right here, Bubbers. No, that's a good boy. All right, next thing is to optimize your shop thumbnails. Make them pretty. You know, maybe have your product sitting next to some flower petals. And you don't have to do this. You don't have to throw props in. But if all of your photos still have like snowflakes and things, you want to make sure that you're making that shift. That way, when you're in a big search page, people can identify that kind of summer update that you've made, and they can kind of see that you are a active shop. So you don't want any of the stuff from Christmas that you've had in your shop if you've got props or anything about Christmas shipping deadlines. You want to make sure that you remove all of that as soon as possible. Next, switch out your usual Etsy shop banner, like your actual big cover photo. Switch that out for something summer themed. If you have like a usual banner that you use, maybe brighten it up. Think of something summer themed. Obviously, don't stray far from your branding. It's not something that you have to do, but it's something that many sellers choose to do. So that is always an option.
Yes.
Consider the things that shoppers are actually going to be searching online for, things that they're not going to be able to find anywhere else, or maybe they don't want to buy anywhere else. So for summer, think about, I have music festivals. That's a big one. Festival jewelry, festival clothing, big festival blankets and towels and things like that. Sunglasses.
I'm just ignoring.
Those are all things that you could put potentially in your keywords or create products that are catered to those events. Barbecues, that's always a big one. Really good for Father's Day, for 4th of July, Memorial Day, holidays like that. Hiking, that's really big. Anything that's hiking themed, camping, gardening, things that, we see people wanting to do outside more. So it's almost like, people are going to be spending time outside. They're not going to be shopping as much. They're going to be outside. But what are the things that you can create for them so that you can help them with their online habits or their offline habits that they're already going to be doing? So start thinking about things like that. Next tip is one that you guys should know already if you've hung out for any of our trends videos. Use Target.com and look at trending themes and colors and patterns. This is great for clothing. I have a link in the actual PDF right here. It is Target.com/finds. I highly recommend checking out that page in particular because
Target's always on point.
Oh yeah, they know
their seasonal stuff. They know what's up.
They like invent the trends. Target always knows what's trending. So
yeah, they've always got that one little section in the back of our Target, like right when you walk down the first aisle, you reach the end of it, and it's just that like 20 by 20 square full of just like trendy crap for the season.
Oh yeah,
just like the most random stuff ever, but it fits.
And they always like choreograph it all. It all like matches. Like this time, right now, it's all lemons. Lemons are super duper big, which means they'll probably be big all through summer. So there's lots
which
of
I'm stoked for because I love lemon flavored things, and that means that lemon drinks and stuff are going to be big this year.
Yeah,
I'm stoked on that.
Next awesome tool, and I have to throw out the disclaimer now that I am affiliated with eRank. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Like I for 2 years I've always had I have like a spiel memorized for not affiliated with eRank. But for those who didn't know, as of February 1st, I am the head of marketing and PR at eRank. So Anthony pays me now, but he doesn't pay me for recommending it, and I've been using it for 2 years before that. So
no,
there you go. Anyway, use the Trend Buzz tool when you're logged into eRank, and you can see what was popular this time last year. And if it was popular this time last year, there's a good indicator that it's going to be popular again this year. Obviously, there's going to be some exceptions to the rule. For example, this year, something that's going to be very popular are the face masks for, that you wear to not catch a cold because of the coronavirus. Like those are trending right now. And obviously they weren't trending like 3 months ago.
They shouldn't be trending.
Well, they don't stop anything, just so you guys are aware.
They don't really stop a whole lot.
Yeah, we did some research on it, and they don't really do anything.
They're better for the people that are actually sick. So like when they're coughing
and
sneezing, to contain it. It does more for that than it does, I think, what is it? Aerated substances. So like sneezes, coughs, burps, farts, all that kind of stuff. Like
You guys, oh man, I hope someone makes it and calls it like the fart filter. Like, protect your nose, protect your senses. Or the fart filter.
It doesn't work for that.
But you guys get the point. You can see things that will be popular. If you see that, like, pineapples were really popular in June specifically, it's probably a good indicator that because pineapples are very summery, pineapples will probably trend in June this year. And I just pulled that, example out of thin air. So make sure that you research that because I'm not sure, but that is one that I do see quite frequently. So Trend Buzz, check it out. And make sure that you look several months ahead as well. Don't just look at the current month. Make sure that you're looking at the 2019 stats for several months that are upcoming. Next up, if you are going to actually take some of those terms from the Trend Buzz or through your keyword research using either the keyword tool or the keyword explorer, if you're a eRank Pro member, make sure that you are putting those new keywords in your listings early, like right now, because it can take like 3 to 4 months for Etsy to actually recognize SEO changes. I cannot stand when sellers get in there and they're like, oh, I changed my keywords last week. Nothing's happening. I'm going to change them again. Or they're going in every single day and changing things. It takes months. We're talking about, this isn't a person that's sitting there sorting who gets placement. This is a computer. And when you think about these millions and millions of sellers, it's going to take a long time for it to register and catalog you all accordingly. So you have to give things time to really set in. So make sure that if you're going to be adding summer keywords, do that as soon as possible. Try not to guess them. Use a tool like eRank to make sure that you're actually researching.
No matter what tool you use it.
Yeah, make sure that you're just doing some research. eRank is useful because they have actual Etsy keyword data. So you know how shoppers are searching on Etsy, whereas a lot of other services use Google data. And people who shop on Google shop very differently than how they shop on Etsy. Yes. In fact, you can go into those keyword tools and kind of see how those two marketplaces compare. So, this is where my printer decided to kill like half the PDF. Last thing is to consider adding some evergreen keywords to your listings that will be popular all summer, no matter what. So for example, birthdays, there's birthdays every month. People are always going to be shopping for birthdays.
Yes.
Parties, people are always going to be having parties. Gifts, different gifts for grandma, gifts for mom, gifts for dad, gifts for dad's birthday, gifts for mom's birthday. Those things are always going to be shopped for. And what was the other one? Weddings. It's almost wedding season. Weddings are going to be big no matter what month it is. Summer specifically, though, is very popular for weddings. So if you make jewelry, if you make actual wedding themed items, if you make anything that could be considered like a bridesmaid gift, those are all things that you want to get those tags and titles and keywords edited for as soon as possible. So, excuse me, those are some actionables for you guys. That way you can start attracting people for summer and start optimizing your shop better so that it's more summer friendly for the few people who will be shopping. But now let's talk about how to really use your summer wisely, because what I see a lot of sellers doing, and this happens every year, they get in the Facebook groups and they're like, oh, I haven't had any sales this summer. Etsy must have changed their algorithm. Etsy's doing this. Etsy's hiding me. Etsy's killing my visibility. No, it happens every summer. And the more you guys sell on Etsy and the longer you sell on Etsy, the more you're going to roll your eyes at these types of comments. And we do know that Etsy does experiments and changes that do affect our search placement. It does happen. But the most concentrated amount of people complaining about not making sales happens in the summer. And like I said, you guys will start to see it. And now that you know that this is a just normal occurrence, it's part of the online ecosystem, now you can roll your eyes too when you see these people griping and complaining. And what people tend to do is they sit and they wait and they twiddle their thumbs and they just waste their time and they don't make improvements to their shop that will help boost them once sales do pick up in the fall and the winter. You should expect sales to start picking back up around August, September, and then October it's going to really start accelerating. November is when it's going to go crazy, and then December it'll start slowing down again. So start planning your fall and winter products in the summer. Plan it now. Start making things as soon as possible. Get things ready. You want to make sure that you have a lot of great stock. You want to make sure that now, especially since it's spring, now is a great time to start doing some research on what you might decide to make, start structuring different price points. This is a great time for research, okay? I know that it feels weird because it's winter still, like right now, but before you know it, it's going to be Christmas time again. God, I don't even want to think about that. So, next suggestion is if you have like a Facebook group or a lot of customers who you engage with frequently and you've built a great relationship with, create a little subgroup of beta testers who can potentially give you feedback and ideas on things that they would like to see. You could ask them for things that you could tweak, things that they would like to see with your packaging or your customer service. Having a group of beta testers is really great because they give you just awesome feedback that, you know, your friends and family might not otherwise give you. So that's another great thing to do during the summer. That way you can make sure that you've made all changes that you need to make in time for fall and winter. Next thing, this one's really fun. Shoot your fall and winter photos in the summer. And I know that this is crazy, but you can get online and buy like little fake branches with snow on them and shoot over like a white poster board, and you can do convincing photos. But once it starts getting cold, especially if you shoot your photos outdoors, it's a real pain in the butt to do that outside.
And lighting can be kind of funky in the winter time too. It just tends to be more cloudy and
there's
things just don't work well.
Yeah, exactly. So if you can get some of those photos done while it's nice and sunny, you can stage them and make it look pretty. I mean, look how convincing we are. Like we're totally in a coffee shop right now, right? You can stage anything. Totally. We are in a coffee shop right now. So just experiment with things. This is a great time to test things. Time to not test things is like 3 weeks before the holiday rush starts, especially since you're already going to be stressed planning the holidays for your own families. So right now is a great time to do that. Another thing is to focus less on like sell during the summer and focus more on building great connections with your audience. Start talking to them about their interests. If you haven't created a Facebook group yet for your audience, try creating a Facebook group and getting people in there and engaging and showing things off and really trying to see what they're interested in. Make them feel warm and fuzzy inside. Do more to actually build genuine connections with the type of people who are going to buy your products, okay? Let's see. And so that's on social media because like I said, people might not be shopping, but they are going to be scrolling on their phones. So it would be a great time to start doing things on Facebook and Instagram and even TikTok for those of you who are in there. Apparently there's some new TikTok challenge going around called the Skull Crusher Challenge. That's like putting kids in the hospital on TikTok.
Kids are stupid. They do stupid crap all the time. Tide Pods was a thing last year.
I know.
Right?
Every time I'm like, babe, we need Tide Pods. He's like, snacks, because so many kids were eating Tide Pods. Awful. And with this comes targeting mobile users. I see a lot of alphas who do not post correct photo formats. He's in a band and he works with a lot of bands, big bands, like bands that have thousands and thousands of followers, bands that you guys probably know, like what, Saliva, Tantric, who else, what other? OTAP, who don't post photos in the correct photo format for social media. Your photos...
Most of them. There are some bands that like we've attempted to work with, like people like Bullet for My Valentine, that they cost like $50,000 to perform for a night, but even they don't post correctly, and they have like multi-million-dollar budgets.
Yeah, so it's square photos, guys. Square photos.
Use a square photo.
Square photos. They appear at the best resolution. They appear the biggest for both desktop and mobile. You want to make sure that when someone's scrolling on mobile that they're seeing your photo on their whole screen. So square photos, you can do this with the Photo Grid app. You'll notice that a lot of my photos that I post on Instagram have like blurry bars on the edges when I need a long vertical photo. If you don't follow me on Instagram, be sure to do that. My username is Starla, the letter K, Moore. My middle name is K, Starla K Moore. But you can see an example of that there. You can also make some really great photos on Canva. You can use it on desktop and on mobile if you just need to throw something together quickly. Canva even now has some animated images, so you can add some like little smiling sunshines and all kinds of cool stuff. There's also an app called Ripple, RIPL. That's listed in the PDF as well. Ripple. And Ripple will allow you to create really cool moving photographics that are in that square format. Or I think you can also do stories as well. If you know.
Thanks, Amber.
What? Oh, thank you, Amber. So using these apps will just kind of take some of the guesswork out of it. But, if you're just cropping things using a program like iPicky, just remember, perfect square. It's going to display the best. Use erank.com's trend buzz again to see what's going to be popular for the winter sales. So we talked about using it for summer keywords and summer products. You should also be using it to plan for winter to see what was popular this year in the fall and winter. And then you can start planning better products that will be trendier. And you can find, I saw like last year turquoise was really big. So that's usually a pretty good indicator that it's still going to be pretty big this year. Lots of really cool things that you can uncover there. That tool is the Trend Buzz. Now let's talk about vacations, okay? You're going on vacation. You've got two options. You can either put your shop on vacation mode or you can extend your shipping time. So I'm going to have tips for both of those. We'll talk about the first one, which is you go on vacation and you put your shop on vacation mode. Nothing wrong with this, but Etsy does gauge your shop's activity, and they do rank you based on how active you are. So if you've been inactive and people aren't viewing and clicking your listings for a few days or weeks, you will fall down in the search results. And when you activate your page, it might take you a few weeks to bump back up. This is natural. So it's just more of one of those things to expect. There's no way to prevent it. Your shop has to be getting views and clicks for you to maintain your position. But if you already have a shop that has good reviews, good SEO, good photos, and you're used to seeing pretty decent traffic, your traffic should build up within a few weeks. It might take you a little while, but just don't be shocked if you see your traffic drop. There's nothing wrong with going on vacation mode. It's just more of something that you should be aware of. But you also have the option to extend your shipping times. So a couple suggestions for doing that. You could hold a sale before you extend your shipping times, letting people know like, hey, I'm going on vacation. My shipping times are going to be extended. If you want to grab something now, here's a little coupon to entice them, and ship all of those orders out before you leave for vacation, and then extend your shipping times, okay? The next thing that you absolutely should do is make sure that if you're going on vacation and extending your shipping times, in one of your 10 photo slots, put something in there about being on vacation, how long your shipping times are extended to, and when products are estimated to ship.
Because believe it or not, a lot of people don't read descriptions.
Yeah, and Etsy makes it super hard. We talked about this last week. They don't even show you the description anymore for mobile, where 55% of shoppers are searching.
Yep.
So if they can't see the description, they can't see your shipping times. So make sure that you put anything that they need to know before they order. It could be shipping times. It could be customizations. It could be, anything that they need to know about size, dimensions, things like that. Those should all go in your 10 product photos to make sure that people actually see them. Okay. So just put a little notice in there, letting people know I'm on vacation. I'll be back on this date. All orders placed during this time frame to this time frame will ship around this date. So, and if you have any questions, feel free to message me and I will get back to you when I return from vacation, because you should go on vacation. Everybody should go on vacation, especially
treat yourself
for realsies, even if you're just going on a vacation away from your shop, So
we'll
those
a big one this fall.
Oh yeah, for our 10-year wedding anniversary,
our 10-year get-together anniversary is coming up here in 7 days.
Yeah, because we were only together for, was it 8 months or 6 months before?
6 months.
6 months. 6 months before we got married, and we've been together 10 years. Yeah?
8 months.
8 months. 8 months. Yeah. So, and my birthday is
the day of, basically.
No, my birthday is our next Friday bean is on my birthday.
Yes.
My birthday, I don't know if we'll do a Friday bean that day. We probably will.
Probably.
So, you had another tip that you wanted.
I don't.
What was it? Something about. You had a good one.
What did it relate to?
Taxes. Your tax returns.
Oh, yeah. So for those of you who know that you get a slowdown during the summer months, and especially for the people that still work jobs or have a spouse or boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever that works a job, don't go and blow your entire tax return if you know you're going to be kind of reliant on external sources of money other than your business during the summer months.
Yeah, ration it.
Ration it out. Like if you say you get $2,000 back, maybe spend like half of that. I know it's easy to want to splurge when you just get like an influx of money, but especially when you have a shop that slows down during the summer months, that's not the best idea.
Yeah,
Rationing. You never
rationing.
know if the slowdown is going to be longer than expected. If it takes some time for things to pick back up going into the fall, you might end up relying on that, and that can kind of save you from getting yourself into a rut from where you can't continue doing your business, which is always a risk with a business.
Yeah, and I mean, we have to do that when we have big product launches in my own Etsy shop. And when we make like a big chunk of change all at the same time, that's got to last us until the next launch, because we usually make the most sales on the first day
Yep.
of the product launch. And then it's, the sales kind of slow down a little bit where we're not making, I mean, we usually.
It's the same way with HAA.
Yeah, we have to ration it.
We get the majority of the money that we're going to get like on the first day of the following month after the 30-day guarantee and everything. So it's a matter of being like, okay, well, let's not take like our entire next 6-month budget and spend it and be extravagant.
Right, because we've got to pay Nate. Like we've got
we've got an employee that we paid.
I'd like
quite a bit of money.
Eventually, I'd like to have some more because we could use help. But yeah, I mean, just make sure that you're rationing things out. So if you guys still need that PDF, it's linked down below. If you joined us late, that is free. All you got to do is enter your name and email. If you're already on my email list, you will not be duplicate on my list. And if for any reason you are, just send me an email back. We'll make sure that you're not on there twice. There are a lot of questions in there. So
a lot of questions, a lot of comments. Amber was talking about running a giveaway, especially in June, July months when everybody's paying for the holidays. They don't have the money to buy. They enter to win every competition they can. Yes, they do. Giveaways are a great way to get people to get on an email list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you don't, if you have my free ebook on my Fanatical Fans ebook, ugliest ebook ever, very first freebie I ever made, we will be rebooting that. I believe the link to that is down below, but if not, you can go to handmadealphaacademy.com and it's right on our homepage to grab that. You'll also get a pop-up where you can opt in for it, but that ebook will explain how to set up a giveaway to get more Facebook fans, but you can also create your own option, add your email list in there, and add it as one of their optional ways of entry. And then, because you can't obligate someone to join your email list to enter a contest, but you can say, hey, here's a little bonus for you. If you sign up for my email list, I have an automatic discount code that'll send to you. This is just a free entry. You get a little discount code, freebie, no pressure. But if you want the extra entry, you can do that. So be sure to check your country, because I think that there are some countries who don't allow that, like some really obscure countries that don't like it when you do things like that, because giveaways are considered raffles, even though you're not paying. Gambling, yeah. So just make sure you know the rules and regulations of your country. Handmade Alpha Academy students, you guys get like a big terms and conditions thing that you can use.
Germany's got a thing with that, with the video game industry.
The loot boxes and stuff.
Loot boxes and such. So.
Yeah. Do your research. But like I said, you can put your email list link in there. Just use it as a bonus option that they do not have to do to complete their giveaway entries. Just make it optional. All right, go ahead and...
I've already scrolled up.
Cool.
I'm waiting on you.
Let's do it.
When should we launch our summer lines?
Now, as soon as possible. Well, you can launch them now. I would recommend...
Anytime between now and, like, the start of summer. You should probably have them out before summer.
Yeah, March. I would say March at the latest. Late March at the latest, or early May at the very latest. Unless you have that viral following that's going to just buy everything. I usually wait until right before the season to launch, but that's because everything sells out the second that it launches. And I don't need to do a lot of in-between marketing. So if you don't have a viral following like that, and you do have to maintain your marketing to get those sales, launch it as early as possible. March at the latest.
Why in the world did you go to the ER for carbon monoxide poisoning, Amber? What did you do?
What did you do?
She said they have an isolation pod for coronavirus patients. Yeah, y'all stay healthy and stay smart.
Over there. Did you just call Amber not smart?
No.
Oh.
I'm telling people to stay smart and like stay away from people that are sick.
Hit him, Amber. Hit him. I'll hit him for you.
Like, use some common sense. Like, if you know somebody that's been back from China recently, avoid that person.
Avoid. Delete.
Like, legitimately.
Delete them from your phone.
You can call it a race thing. You can call it a discrimination thing.
It's not a race thing. No matter what, it could be a white person coming from.
Right. Avoid people
use your hand sanitizer.
Yeah, use your hand sanitizer. Wash your hands. Cover your damn coughs. Because I yell at people in public if they cough and don't cover their mouths. I just straight up yell at people.
Oh yeah,
gross.
It's like the number one thing that we teach our daughter. Like, you cover that cough. You make sure that your cough is covered. Yeah. Do not spread your germs.
Anyway, if your listings are not published, will it still read your SEO?
No,
it
will not.
Probably not.
No, if they're in draft mode, you're good to go. Pro members of eRank, I know I keep talking about eRank, but I do that anyway. Pro members of eRank are about to get a real treat. Anthony Wolf created keyword lists that you guys are going to be able to create so that all of the keywords that you want to follow and track on a month-by-month basis, those are all going to be in a nice little list in the bottom left corner of your screen, so you can constantly monitor them. But along with that, there's going to be a listing builder where you can take your whole list of keywords that you're watching, and you can click add, and it'll create a nice long title for you. And then you just click copy, and then you can take that copied list and paste it directly into your listings while they're in draft mode. Super duper cool. It's going to save a lot of time. That way you don't have to sit and type them all out manually. So little fun fact that should be releasing very soon.
Ginger said use life lapse for stop motion.
Ooh, that's a cool one.
Let's see here. I'm going to start my Etsy soon. Cool. When creating a new listing, do you duplicate a similar listing and make the changes, or create a whole new listing from scratch?
I usually duplicate. I will duplicate a listing and then change out all of the details, because like the attributes for my product, it's all handmade by me, made recently, all the same type of metal. Like, those are things that I don't need to sit and recreate every single time. But what I do change out are some of the keywords, the product description itself, and things like that. The shipping and all of that, it stays the same. So it usually does save time to duplicate the listings and then just change out what I need to.
Do what works for you.
Yeah, just make sure that your product description is different.
There's no particular benefit to duplicating or creating a new one. Like, you're not going to gain any extra traction.
Right, it just saves time.
Yeah, so it can save time if you're not changing everything between them.
Yeah.
What about also changing your banner to say that you're on vacation?
Sure, you can do that.
Most people aren't going to buy your products directly from your shop. They're going to buy it from a search result. So they're not going to actually like go to your shop and look. They're just going to see the product. So there's no harm in doing it. But
yeah, you could throw it on there. If 55% of shoppers are shopping from mobile, though, they're not really going to see it. But it doesn't really matter. I would do it in both places. If you're going to do it and you only want it in one place, I would say listings are more important than banner. But if you want to throw it in your banner as an added bonus, you totally can. What are you doing?
I got an email, and I have a show today, so I'm making sure that there's nothing important. I have my things too.
He's playing Footloose today.
Yeah, no. Lisa Dixon asked about our Pixels. She's thinking about getting another phone because her phone is old. She's probably going to get a used Pixel 2.
Love the Pixel 2.
I loved the Pixel 2. So one thing you got to know about smartphones, and I believe you guys that live in Europe, you might have actually heard about this. Apple was just sued for purposefully degrading the batteries in their older phones via software updates. And they're just the only one that got caught. Every cell phone manufacturer does this. I forget what the actual
Obsolescence.
term. Planned obsolescence.
Yes.
So all cell phone companies do this. It's a proven fact. You can watch any tech YouTuber over the past couple of years. They've kind of stopped talking about it because I think lawsuits and things are starting to push through. But yeah, planned obsolescence. So if you're going to buy a smartphone, it's probably a good idea for you to buy a new one. I know that kind of sucks because they're really expensive. But if you buy a Pixel 2, it's going to be significantly slower than it should be.
Yeah.
Like we bought these phones less than a year ago.
These aren't Pixels.
These aren't Pixels. These are Google.
Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus.
Yes, Galaxy S10.
Hate this phone.
And these phones absolutely suck, and they haven't even been like a year. My battery lasts like half a day now, and this is supposed to be like the best phone on the market. Like the camera's great. The
It's
software,
not as good as the Google Pixel.
but it's not as good as the Google Pixel. So, I do recommend the Google Pixel phones. They're great phones. Just be aware that planned obsolescence is a thing.
And we're going to upgrade these. We're just holding on to these. We could totally upgrade now, but we're holding on to them because we
just freaking bought them, and like
right.
I don't know, we haven't even had a chance to write them off for taxes yet because we use them primarily for business,
right.
So we write them off.
But next phone we get is going to be, we're going back to Google Pixels. The fingerprint scanner on that phone is phenomenal. This one I usually have to try it like 3 or 4 times before I can get it to work.
Yeah, my facial recognition thing works like half the time. Yeah. My voice recognition stuff doesn't hardly work at all. It's weird because some phones don't slow down over time, but most of them do, especially in the higher end brands. If you guys know, you guys know me as far as Apple goes.
He's anti-Apple.
I am anti-Apple. They are one of the worst companies. Their products are great, but as far as business practices, they're one of the dirtiest companies out there. They're right up there with Microsoft.
Yeah, we don't really support Apple. We don't buy their products at all.
I'm not super worried about speed. I need a good camera and storage space. Mine is now a V10 and it's lasted for 4 years. It's not necessarily the speed that you have to worry about. It's more the battery life. They can not necessarily degrade the battery, but they can make the phone itself less efficient through software updates, so it drains the battery faster. So you end up with less battery life.
Printers are the worst offenders.
Yeah, printers. They normally sell printers at a cost. At a loss. And then the ink is where they make their money, which is why I always recommend finding third parties. It's pretty interesting. Target actually has a brand of ink. That's the one that I bought this time around. That is like half the price of like HP ink, and that's what we use as an HP. And they have their brand, they have like the type, and then directly next to it, they have their own brand of ink, and it's like half the price. So if you have a Target near you, check it out. They might have a separate brand of ink that you can get for much cheaper.
I'm sure you can look it up online too.
I mean, I recommend getting a thermal printer at this point, especially for printing order slips because there is no ink.
Yeah, we use a Rollo printer.
Yeah, and that thing's a lifesaver. It was a pain in the ass to hook up, but...
Yeah, it has some issues. Sometimes it gets cloggy, the paper will mess up, but it's great.
Once you figure out how to use it and you figure out that it works, like,
the paper's
it's perfect.
Cheap.
We don't have to buy ink, and we only buy ink like once every 6 months now. Okay, anyway. Got a little ranty there, sorry.
The tech tips from Mark.
I haven't hardly been able to talk for days, so I'm a little ranty. Okay.
Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. Once again, that's Starla, the letter K, and more. If you guys follow me, I will post some videos tonight of Mark and Nate. They are in a band together. I'll post some pictures and videos from the show tonight for you guys in my Instagram stories, which you can click, either on the top or go to my Instagram profile and click on my profile photo to see that.
Amber said their boiler was leaking for over 2 months and they didn't know it, and they got super sick. So I'm assuming you're talking about your water heater.
Your new house?
In your new house. I highly recommend you looking into, I don't know what they would call it over there, but like an inline water heater. It's kind of like what we have, where instead of it like constantly heating up a tank of water, you can get ones that replace that entirely. They run on gas and they only heat as you're using the water. So as soon as you turn your hot water on and the water flows, it kicks a sensor. And the gas kicks on and it heats the water in the pipe as it's coming through. It saves you tons of money on your electric bill and your gas bill and whatever else you have.
More efficient.
Yeah, it's very efficient. I recommend that to anybody out there. They're expensive, but they're worth it. And in places that give you like energy efficiency stuff, you get tax write-offs for energy efficiency for having them. I know that for a fact. So look into it.
All right. Let's see.
I create custom orders occasionally, and I just reuse the same sold-out custom order listing, just edit and renew. Would Etsy even recognize this listing, i.e. a bestseller badge?
They could, but because it's going up for a customer, and then the customer's buying it, and it's going back down, and then it's probably going to be a few weeks before you reactivate it, and then it goes back up for a few days until the customer actually buys it, and then it goes back down. So you might get a bestseller badge for it, but even then, it wouldn't. I mean, would it really matter? Because the customer is going to be buying it immediately because it's made just for them. I do something very similar. I copy the listing. I don't reactivate the listing. So, I don't know the answer to it, but either way, it wouldn't matter regardless. It does help your SEO. I mean, it does help your overall shop quality, though, your quality score, because Etsy sees that singular listing's selling over and over, and it might help your overall positioning on Etsy to be recognized for making that many sales of a singular listing.
A lot of people saying they love their pixels.
Awesome. Yeah, we're definitely going to upgrade soon.
Della said I was on the fence about buying an S10 Plus this weekend. So there's nothing it particularly. She hates the phone a lot more than I do.
I hate it, but I take pictures a lot.
Well, and she also, you got to consider, she's running 2 businesses off of the phone, and she's helping with a 3rd business. So she's got like way more apps on a phone than anybody should. She should technically have a 2nd phone that's specifically just for business and one that's for personal use, because it's just non-stop going off. So her crappy battery life and her crappy performance is because she's got way too many things running on the phone at one time. It is not a supercomputer, it is a phone.
Right.
So if you're just running an Etsy business off of it and you're running your social media, it's completely fine for that. The cameras are awesome, and depending on the application, they can get even better. So if you want it, I'm gonna go ahead and hide your comment there. Yeah, I recommend it. If you want to get the S10 Plus, when it starts out, it's got a great battery life. It's got the wireless charging. It's got all the Samsung features if you like Samsung stuff. So,
but if you want a phone that we personally like the most,
Pixel 2 I can recommend. I cannot recommend the Pixel 4 yet because we haven't used it, but it's probably good.
Right.
All of our stuff is.
All right.
I'm just gonna block you. Give me 1 second, guys.
Please support my channel. Please support my channel.
Yeah,
please.
Don't post that on here because I'll just ban you.
Please support my channel.
We appreciate the insights even if it is a rant. I'm not ranting that much.
All right.
Still just commenting. I think I'm here, yeah. My printer's haunted. It turned on suddenly this morning and started printing stuff that I printed last week.
Mine does that occasionally.
Yeah, so you can...
No, it's haunted, baby. It's haunted.
There's a queue you can go into, and I think it's called the spool something. You can go in and delete all that stuff. Sometimes it gets stuck. Like we had a couple times in the military where that happened, where you go to print something, and then like a day later it would just keep reprinting the same document over and over and over again because the computers were old and crappy.
But what if it was like a classified document and it just starts shooting out 100 copies of it?
Well, it's in a facility.
Right.
We just shred it. There's a shredder next to every printer in a classified facility.
Jennifer.
Anyway, if I'm not launching new products in summer but doing some for fall, how should I market my products all these months? Just looking for a way to stay relevant to our clients.
I like picking a product, like one product a week, to showcase in all different ways. So maybe like you make like a funny post about it, and then maybe you make a lifestyle photo, and then you make you could just do a photo of it along with some other products. It really just depends on what you sell. But if you're really stuck for ideas, I would say showcase like one a week. And throw in some things that aren't product related within your marketing too. Pick like an engagement post. One of the big ones that we're all doing now in all of our pet groups, and I kind of posted this in the Handmade Alpha Academy student campus. Hold on, I'll pull it up real quick.
Pull it up.
There's a new thing that people are doing where it says the challenge is to post a picture of your dog along with a picture representing his or her name. Then others can guess the name. Her name is, and then I don't know if you guys can see this. It might not focus, but they post a picture of their pet and then like an item that represents the pet's name. For example, our Shiba Inu Ami, her name is based on Amaterasu, which is the character from Okami. So this, they're all over my desk. I have hundreds of little Amis all over the place. So I posted that picture, and people in the pet group tried to guess. So that's a really cool like engagement post idea where your audience, and this is specific if you're in a pet niche, find other things if you don't sell pet products, but do things that are going to cause people to post and to engage and to comment. That way you stay relevant in their newsfeed and then market in between things like that. So
I'm doing a giveaway right now, but I hardly have anyone participating in doing the required action to be entered. I also have that if you sign up for the email list, you get 2 entries. How can I get more people to participate?
The thing about giveaways is you really just have to kind of keep rolling with them. It could be a number of things.
Excuse me. Sorry, guys.
It could be you might not have a super appealing photo. Make sure that you do like a variety of photos for your giveaways. And find the one that works the best and then promote the heck out of that one. A lot of people will make like one photo, post it, won't get any engagement, and they'll just keep reposting the same photo. If that like worm isn't getting you a fish, it's time to switch your bait and put a different type of worm on the hook, So just experiment with different things. And once you find something that works, you know that you can replicate that for future giveaways. Giveaways tend to get better each time you do them. Something else you can do for
experience, just learning what your target market is going to latch onto. It's like with music, you can make something that you like and that you think is going to be engaging and you think is going to get people to engage with you, but that might not necessarily be what your target audience is looking for. So you kind of got to keep going along with things until you find what works for your business. Because even if you like it, it doesn't necessarily mean it's the right thing for your business.
Yeah, business is a science experiment, and you have to be prepared to fail sometimes and then grow, on those failures. You're going to fail more times than you're going to win, but your wins are going to keep getting better because you're going to learn from all of the failures. So big wins, lots of little failures. What we got? We don't have a lot of time, and we still have to announce Bean of the Week, and then
where do you go to find out SEO stats for your products?
SEO stats for your products. I don't exactly know what you mean. Do you mean how they rank? If you mean how they rank on a search page, I use erank.com's rank checker tool. Make sure that you watch our video. It's like the 3rd video back on our channel called how search ranking. Can someone check that, what it's called, what that video is called? But basically I explain the 7 factors that contribute to search rank on Etsy, and I teach you how to check your rank or what page your product would land on organically if the user had no past search history. There's a lot of different factors that play in to how shops are ranked on Etsy. There's only one way to check how your shop will be ranked organically in search, though, and that's to check it with a tool that's designed to do that. And even then, it's going to be very subjective because every single shopper has a different search history, and machine learning is going to affect where you're going to. It's like, for example, if you guys search Valentine's Day gift and I search Valentine's Day gift, what I get in my search is going to be different than what you get in your search. That video is not, I think it's like 9 minutes, something seconds long.
Amber posted it. What really contributes to rank on Etsy, how to do SEO in 2020.
Yes, go watch that video that Amber just posted the title of. And that'll explain more in depth so you can figure out how your SEO is doing for your listings.
You mentioned that you copied a listing instead of renewing it. What's the advantage of copying versus renewing?
Renewing a listing. So renewing a listing is great if you're selling the same product because people who have favorited that item are going to see that item in their favorites. However, if you sell out of an item and then you just renew that listing and you change out the photo, everybody who's favorited that item is going to have an item that they didn't favorite in their favorites, and it's going to leave a really bad taste in their mouth.
In case you didn't catch what we were specifically talking about, we were talking about copying the listing if it's a new product going into that listing.
Yes.
If it's the same product, just renew the listing.
Yeah. yet. So don't renew the listing. I mean, you totally can. You totally can. There's no rule saying that you can't. But one time I favorited a necklace that I really liked, and I went back into my search history, or into my favorites on Etsy. Sorry. I went back into my favorites on Etsy like a year later because I favorited thousands of products. And I was doing a video. I was actually recording a video in my favorites. And the seller apparently didn't just sell necklaces. They also sold like nipple clamps. And there were nipple clamps in my favorites. And I totally had to re-record the whole video because the seller sold all different jewelry. And it was just like, and it was a very obscene photo too. Like, not obscene, but you know, it's not good for YouTube. We'll just say it that way. And yeah, I almost like showed everybody some boobies on YouTube. So that's an extreme example, but it shows you, you know.
We've done that in some trends videos before.
Where we
pulled up a website and scrolled past things and not caught it.
Yeah.
YouTube's algorithm doesn't always work. That's all the questions,
Whoops. Though. All right, so let's go ahead and let's do our bean of the week, and then we have something fun since it's already 1 o'clock.
Yeah, and I got stuff to do.
We got stuff to do. So our bean of the week is linked down below. It is Carrie at, am I saying this right? Mariposa Stoneworks? Mariposa? Mariposa?
Sure.
Mariposa Stoneworks. Carrie, you are our bean of the week. You are the most active member of the Handmade Alpha Facebook community this week. So your shop is linked down below. Everybody go storm her with love. And make sure that also when you're down there, if you don't have it already, where is it? There it is. Make sure that you download my summer survival guide so you can follow the tips that we talked about today. Last page has some notes from me, and there's a cool picture of me where I presented at the University of Dayton last week to the most bored class of marketing students I have ever seen in my life. They were like, it was a night class.
People here have been to college. They know what it's like. It's always boring.
They were like, all the girls were in their pajamas and drinking Starbucks, and they just looked miserable, but I made them laugh, so it was a lot of fun. We got some good photos there. No knives, Mark. You may want to get a camera ready. Amber Marie sent us a package, and we were going to do this for like, I thought that this was an unboxing video item, but it came to my actual home address and not my P.O. box, and that was my first indicator that this was something different. So Amber Marie apparently sent me what I assume is a birthday present. I thought that this was for Nate. I thought that this was Nate's thing. So here we go. No knives, Mark. No knives.
Okay.
If you guys haven't watched our unboxing videos, they are a hoot, and those are listed on the channel.
I have multiple big knives on my desk over there if I need to break them out.
No knives. No knives.
I like big knives.
No knives. Here we go. Let's make sure that we get all of the items out. Amber, I wish I should have put Amber's shop. Amber Marie is awesome.
We can edit it after the fact.
Why does this envelope smell good? Amber, your house must smell good. Open this first. My birthday is on Friday, guys. Send me lots of birthday love. You guys don't have to send me presents. Just send me love. Send me Instagram followers. That's what I really want. I want Instagram followers. Oh, that's Amy. That's Amy. Amy got her neck like
she
ripped
said
out.
It's the carbon monoxide.
Oh, it's delicious. I love it. I can taste it like right here. That's Amy.
How'd that go again?
Amy got her like neck ripped out by what we assume was either a creature or something. Are you serious? Did you get wells from everyone? Amy, get well soon. No more escaping. Did you get everybody to like opt in for like a virtual signature? Is that what happened? Renee Christine is on there. Look at that.
That's dope.
Aww. Amy's doing much better. She's very playful right now. I'm glad we opened it now. And that is so sweet. We posted a update photo of Amy I believe it's on my Instagram as well.
Yeah, pretty sure it is.
Yeah. So, all right. Item number 2. This one has my name on it. Starla, that's me. It's my birthday. I'm so happy. It's like the best day ever.
She said it's the trickiest thing that I've ever had to try and instigate.
What? Trying to get everybody to virtually sign? Oh, them's the chihuahuas. I also have a chihuahua. She's at my mom's right now because my mom's chihuahua is super depressed because Chico, you guys remember Chico, who I talked about, passed away. And JoJo's been super depressed. So my mom is borrowing Itty. To Starla, happy birthday from all the alphas, but especially me. I love how Amber's just like, me, especially me. I love it. You know who. Who sent this? Who sent this card? Amber Marie. Guys, got to go to ambermarieportraits.com for all the love. All right. And Amber Marie also wrapped it in her custom wrapping paper with lots of pupperinos. A lot of pupperooskies. Lots of doggos. All right. Here we go.
Pupperooskies.
Pupperooskies. Pupperinos. Do we have like any questions or is everybody just happy? And
everybody's just watching and
everybody's...
We had more viewers than we did before you started opening it. So.
Really? Oh, whoa, 235 people. Oh, that's our baby. Look at that baby. Look at her. The cool thing about Amy, is she...
I had to chase down your PO and make them tell us why it had a delivery exception.
What?
What you talking about, Leslie?
What you talking about, Leslie? This is Amy, and Amy's special because she's got a little black spot on her booble snoot. So that is what makes her so unique as a shibby. But isn't she so cute? Well, I don't know where she's at right now. I would hold her up, but she's missing. It's probably the banner is probably spooking her. Thank you, Amber. We gotta put this beside Buppers. Yes. We didn't put our Christmas ornaments away. We just left them up. I want to get some type of little ornament tree to hang them on so they can stay up all the time. I love it. I love all of the artwork that Amber's done, but Amy's my pupper. So that is super duper cute.
Yeah.
Was it worth the extra 6 minutes for the Friday bean, guys?
Yeah, I had to drive 3 hours to get Amy and then caught some unknown Amish disease while I was out there and nearly died.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He got really sick after.
As soon as I got back from getting Amy, I had the worst stomach. I was on the couch crying for 2 days straight with stomach pains.
Yeah, and we have no idea what he caught.
I have no idea.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching episode 2 of The Friday Bean. We should be here next Friday because we're not leaving for our trip to Otherworld until Saturday. Right?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We don't know if we're going to do one or not. It's her birthday, so it just depends on if we end up with more, Amber said, ew, Amish goo. You're gross.
Amish schnots. So we may or may not be here next Friday, but if we're not, you guys know why. Make sure that you get all the goodies down below. My marketing calendars for 2020 are down there as well, so those would be a great addition to pair with our summer survival guide. Both of those are free. And in the meantime, guys, have an amazing, awesome, super splendiferous weekend. Follow me on Instagram if you want to keep up with Mark's show happening tonight. It'll be
jamming out with Enemy.
Enemy.
ENMY. They sound like Nickelback.
Yeah, they kind of just sound like Nickelback. If you like Nickelback, you might like Enemy. So, all right, guys.
All right, and for those that didn't get it in the beginning, hey Alexa, play Tight Fittin' Jeans by Conway Twitty. We don't have an Alexa. I just wanted to do that to you guys that had it.
Tell Google to do it.
Hey Google, play Tight Fittin' Jeans by Conway Twitty.
Sure, Tight Fittin' Jeans by Conway Twitty. Playing on Google Play Music.
They're not going to be able to hear that.
Tell Google to make it louder.
Hey Google, stop playing music. Don't want that copyright strike.
Oh.
Thanks, YouTube.
All right, guys. Have an amazing weekend, and we will see you maybe next Friday, but I don't know yet, so
yeah,
bye.
Click that like button, hit the subscribe, click the little bell icon if you want to see our videos.
Yeah, and leave a comment and let us know what to do for our next topic, because we're running out of these. We've done 200.
Give us topic ideas. maybe look through our past videos so we don't ask us to do something we've done 5 times already.
Bye!
Bye-bye.